principal aqui que muita gente entrou nesse vídeo e aqui do canal é focado no multiplayer é sobre as novidades do multiplayer. Então bora lá, né?
Eu vou começar pelo multiplayer porque tem tão pouca coisa pra falar que vai ser super rápido, né?
Wow, how awful is this?
I'm sure you've seen a dozen videos already talking about how bad this season is going to be, how lazy the season is going to be.
This season has of course been delayed. Season 1 has lasted for over 3 months and the community is very tired.
Ela conta com 2 novos mapas e eu boto muito entre aspas nisso.
Um é museu, que é da beta, e o outro é a Dome.
Dome is from Modern Warfare 3, has been remade a bunch of times. It is not a bad map, it is a good map, but it is a remake.
Dome is part of the Zaya Observatory in Al Mazrah. There's going to be a brand new plane crash. And can you guess where that plane crash is going to be? Smack dab in the center of Afghan, which of course we know as Afghan from the original Modern Warfare 2. So with this new plane arriving in Warzone and DMZ, why wouldn't they just add Afghan as a multiplayer map, allowing us to equally explore and play around this crashed site?
O mapa Terminal já está lá no Al Mazrah. O mapa Afghan já está lá no Al Mazrah. O mapa Azir Cave está lá no Al Mazrah. O mapa Showdown está lá no Al Mazrah. O mapa High Rise está lá no Al Mazrah. O mapa Quarry está lá no Al Mazrah. O mapa Rust também está no Al Mazrah. Tem um pedaço lá que pouca coisa tem que redefinir. E ainda devem ter mais mapas que eu não tô lembrando de falar. Por que não recorta e já traz pro multiplayer? Na época que as DLCs eram pagas lá atrás, os caras faziam uma DLC paga com 4 mapas multiplayer e ainda mapa de zombies ou mapa de co-op no geral, a cada 2, 3 meses. E era mapa completamente inédito. Tanto que eles nem remasterizavam mapas antigos, eles faziam remakes de mapas antigos. Os caras pegavam um mapa do COD 1 e transformavam numa cidade chinesa. Os caras pegavam o mapa Raid do BO2 e transformavam num bagulho romano.
Literally all of the content isn't new at all. Almost all of the multiplayer maps they are releasing are just stripped from Warzone.
Botaram Terminal no mapa de Ground War e não tendo multiplayer ainda, e botaram Observatory, que é a Dome, também no mapa de Ground War. Então, tipo, Dome 2 vezes, basicamente.
But here's the thing, guys, they actually did it. It was a meme for a good couple of weeks.
Aconteceu o inesperado, aconteceu o meme, aconteceu a parada que eu li e falei, não, mano, isso não é real.
A Infinity Ward teve a audácia.
Eles trouxeram um mapa da beta do museu que tinha sido retirado como conteúdo novo na Season 2.
É aquele mapa grandão do museu de Los Angeles e tal. Tava disponível na beta e por algum motivo foi retirado do jogo. Não estava no lançamento, eles nunca falaram a respeito disso, né? Mas imagina-se que eles tiveram problemas de copyright, porque o museu era de fato idêntico ao museu que existe lá em Los Angeles, se eu não me engano ele chama-se Getty. E agora eles estão trazendo de novo, meio que falando que é um mapa novo, né? Quase que justificando isso como conteúdo novo.
Isso aqui é ridículo, mano.
Nem é um mapa bom, cara. É um mapa ruim.
Esse mapa é muito ruim, mano. Sério, esse mapa é terrível.
Cara, a gente já tá falando que tá tendo muito pouco conteúdo aí pro multiplayer. Considerar o mapa da beta como um mapa novo ali, entre só 2 que vão ir pra Season, eu achei muita brincadeira da parte deles, mas tá aí.
The museum just felt like it just should have been one of those random hot drops that came out on a random week, especially in January when there was nothing going on. Just a random drop bringing that map back without even saying anything. They don't have to tweet anything out.
If we were paying for this DLC, they would not be able to re-release this. This was a map that we thought was being launched with the full game. If it was back in the day where you bought a weapon and 4 new maps with every single DLC drop, they couldn't release this map. People would be upset. They would want their money back for it.
So you would think that the developers know that this is a big deal, right? You know, they're not stupid. They know the numbers behind the scenes. They see people leaving 6v6. They see the problems the game has. They see the content that they released within Season 1, and they know exactly the type of content that they did release. It's not like it's a surprise to them. It's not like it's a shocker. Like, oh no, you know, we thought this was new content, but really? This is... No, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. So when it comes to Season 2, you would think it's illogical that they would understand this is a huge season to make sure people will come back and play 6v6, right?
And that's what we've been waiting for all of this time of silence from the developers.
Anything new here? Nothing. These are remake maps. One of them was a map that was just in the game. We have not received a new map yet, at all, since the game launched. Months and months later.
We would have gone 138 days from the launch of the game to Season 2 Reloaded without seeing a brand new map in multiplayer.
En la temporada 1 remasterizaron Cargamento y Soft House, y en la temporada 2 han remasterizado Dome, que es un mapa que ya habíamos jugado, y el mapa de museo que estaba de salida lo quitaron y ahora lo han vuelto a meter. Es que llevamos desde el 28 de octubre, fue cuando salió el juego, sin jugar a un nuevo mapa multijugador.
But they are new game modes. They're modes that people definitely like. They are coming into the game. And then we have Drop Zone, All or Nothing, and One in the Chamber coming throughout the season. This is good. This is good stuff to add in. But these should have been things that are already coming out, and they're making them big features within Season 2.
The thing is, it's being marketed as a new mode, right? There's no reason these modes could not have just simply been in the game at launch, but what they're doing is what we've been talking about for a very long time now, is they just cut a bunch of content from the base game and then just slowly drip feed that content over time.
My expectations were low going into this, and they still didn't meet those expectations.
Model Warfare 2019, the maps were so freaking bad that these were such a step up in the right direction, and they won't make any new. Like, I feel like I'm going insane right now.
Você pode ser chato ficar comparando com a Treyarch toda hora, mas, mano...
People are not waking up to the fact that Cold War had a very strong post-launch season, considering it was a pandemic-made game.
1 ano e meio de desenvolvimento só, porque eles pegaram o jogo do Sledgehammer que tava uma bosta, e eles fizeram Cold War.
Eu não estou falando que o Cold War é o exemplo de como a gente deve ter conteúdo de multiplayer, até porque o Cold War, comparado a outros CODs, também teve um conteúdo bem capado. Eu tô falando em comparação aos últimos CODs.
Só que o mais triste é que eles não deixaram explícito pra gente, não confirmaram se vai chegar no meio da season, né, no update de meio de temporada, novos mapas pro multiplayer.
There's no mid-season update, ladies and gentlemen, for map content, okay? Keep that in mind right now. Unless they're changing plans, unless they're hiding some massive update. That's literally the best case scenario right now. There's no mid-season update for maps. The only things coming in mid-season or in-season is the new raid and, you know, of course, some new modes and weapons as well.
Pra quem gosta de Warzone, até que tá interessante as novidades, mas pra quem gosta mesmo do multiplayer do COD, muito mal das pernas mesmo.
Give me one reason why we don't have 4 new maps per season. You can't give me one. You can't give me one. You can't. We got ranked play, nothing new. Should have been there at the start. Should have been there at launch.
They have really good characters who they could implement that would draw people in. They have bad characters. They have Hadir. They have Khalid al-Assad. They have Vladimir Makarov. They have General Shepard. And on top of that, we haven't even touched the good guys. They have Alex. They have Vargas. We have Valeria, who's kind of a bad guy. But all of these characters are in the story for Call of Duty and not in the multiplayer, are not in Warzone. And they have them. They have them at their fingertips. But they're not putting them into the story for reasons. I would love to know why. It's right there. People would love it. Just put it in the game. But no. We get one operator, we get remake maps.
E aí, pra fechar, eles também disseram que o início da Season 2 vai finalmente trazer as leaderboards para o multiplayer, né?
They're adding leaderboards as a feature in Season 2. Cool.
Outro conteúdo, outra feature, na verdade, que as pessoas imaginavam que deveria ser lançado com o game, não foi, demoraram aí 2 seasons pra lançar, mas finalmente tá chegando. E agora é o gancho perfeito pra gente partir pro Warzone, porque lá também vai chegar, no caso, o Combat Record, né? Só vão contar os stats da Season 2 pra frente, ou seja, tudo que você fez no Warzone 2 até agora, todas as suas kills, todas as suas mortes, todas as suas vitórias, nada disso vai aparecer no seu Combat Record a partir do dia 15 de fevereiro. Só vai aparecer lá o que você fizer daquela data pra frente, o que na minha opinião é bem triste, bem decepcionante.
Lo que están haciendo ahora es recortar todo el contenido y lo van sacando ahora poco a poco como si fuese nuevo.
Warzone's getting a new map. Warzone's getting new content. DMZ is getting new missions. There's a lot there. It's confusing to me because the thing that people paid for, Modern Warfare 2, is the thing that is not getting content. The thing that is free is what is getting content.
This feels like a slap in the face to the people that actually bought and paid for the full version of the game with no interest in playing the free games that are attached to it.
Warfare 2019 wasn't this neglected. Cold War wasn't this neglected. Vanguard wasn't this neglected. The only thing that this season proves to me is that Activision's full attention is going to the Battle Royale experience.
Let me get really close and so you can hear what I'm saying. No! People say, why are you so critical? Why are you so upset? Why do you get so mad over this game? You should just accept the things that they give you. Why do we need to accept that a multi-billion-dollar company can't support the main reason why this game is as popular as it is anyway. Believe it or not, there would never be a Blackout, a Warzone, a DMZ mode, any of this stuff if it wasn't for multiplayer. And quite honestly, if multiplayer isn't a focus anymore, they should just outright stop fucking supporting it.
É meio frustrante, mas é o que tem, né, mano? Eles estão deixando meio que o multiplayer de lado, é uma pena, mas essas são as novidades.
No han dicho nada del Orión, no han dicho nada de las maestrías, de si van a meter un nuevo camuflaje, no han dicho nada. Los cambios de Warzone, un testaco así. Los cambios de DMZ, un testaco así. Los cambios de multijugador. Esto, buen pito, bro.
They're trying to sell multiplayer as if it's like an add-on to Warzone. Multiplayer is just a way for you to level up your 50 guns faster, essentially. Because you got shoot house, you got shipment. Go level up your guns, go get your camos, then go back to the thing you actually enjoy, which is Warzone.
Most of the content coming in Season 2 isn't even being worked on by Infinity Ward, it's being worked on by other studios because...
O mapa novo de Warzone tá sendo feito pela Raymond Studio. O modo ranqueado foi feito pela Treyarch. A Raven tá dando suporte pro Warzone. Sledgehammer tá trabalhando no COD novo ou expansão nova, não sei, ninguém sabe direito ainda. O que Infinity Ward tá fazendo, mano? Infinity Ward, você tá aí, mano? Parece que Infinity Ward não quer trabalhar, tá ligado? Os caras deixou o jogo inteiro pras outras empresas e foda-se, mano.
Y'all make $1 million daily. No, more than that. Give me $500,000 for the year. I'll sit here and make maps for you. Give me the program, man. I will make maps. I will go into mapmaker.com or whatever and I will make a map, okay? I'll make 10 maps every 3 months for the community. And they'll be better than Border Crossing, Santa Sima Zima Zuma Border Crossing. They'll be better than Tarak. You know, they'll be better than Balderas Venereal Disease Museum, whatever the hell you want to call it. Seriously, I'm one guy.
Me da mucha pena que el multijugador sea ahora esto, que sea subirte las armas al nivel máximo, sacarte el Orión y ya se ha acabado el grindeo del multijugador.
A versão base do MW22 é incompleta, mano. Tem pouco mapa, tem pouco conteúdo, pouca fase Special Ops. A única coisa realmente que é completa é a campanha, tá ligado?
Who is working on the multiplayer? Seriously. 3,000 devs. It's been over 3 years at this point. 3,000 dead.
We could chalk up Vanguard's really poor post-launch due to circumstance and developmental issues, but we can't chalk up the same with Modern Warfare 2 because of the fact that Infinity Ward have had a very long time to make this game. It's been in production for over 3 years. It's the first Call of Duty to have a full 3-year development cycle since Modern Warfare 2019.
We had more multiplayer maps back in Call of Duty 4, released in 2007, with a dev team of a little over 100, I think it was. What is going on, dude?
É muito triste ver uma franquia que é muito maior do que o Warzone. O Warzone é só uma fração. A pessoa que joga Warzone o dia todo, ele pode ser a pessoa mais dedicada ao jogo do mundo. Ele não tem nem noção de tantas coisas que a franquia COD já proporcionou, de maneiras diferentes, do tamanho que esse negócio tem. E ver tudo isso, toda essa história, todo esse passado escondido atrás de um Royale.
The level of support for the regular multiplayer experience in Call of Duty has been going downhill in recent years, and it seems like they keep conditioning us to expect less and less. And if we don't speak with our wallets, nothing will ever get better here. So that's what I'm doing this time around. I encourage you to do the same. Of course, it's your money, spend it how you want. If you are happy with this level of support, by all means, go for it. But if you're unhappy, please don't support this system.